Hey folks, Automatic here, back from vacation. Actually a few days removed from it, but it's good to be back. Gonna take a little flight. Be honored if you join me. We'll be flying from Minneapolis to Salt Lake City. Slightly under a 2-hour flight. And this time we're taking a big boy. We're taking the Airbus A320. And I guess we're leaving after dark. I kind of wanted it to be at sunset. I guess, I don't know, I could do something about that. Or do I just want to take the hand that I've been dealt? That's the question. Oh, yeah. Let's... You know what? I gotta adjust some settings anyways. We'll run it back a few. Like, I guess I'll arrange it so it gets dark in flight. If that makes sense. We go to weather. And right here. Oh. Well, that's not 7:30 at all. Okay, no wonder. Here we go. We'll bring this up to 7:30 p.m. And at 7:50 works. I like... Alright, so we're 20 minutes behind schedule already. See how that works. One more thing I want to do. Oh, by the way, it's the Friendship. I couldn't resist. I saw the classic design and saw that it said Friendship. And I was like, heck yeah. Speaking of friends, there's Caspa right there. It says safe flying, good sir. Thank you, sir. Much obliged. Samuel, how are you? Good to see you, man. And Beezer says hello, Otto, Caspa, and Samuel. Welcome aboard. Actually, I guess unless you're flight crew, you're not quite aboard yet, are you? Because that whole gate isn't extended. Lord knows I'll squander some time here. I've been practicing with this thing. But, let's see, is it under accessibility? Yeah, but I'm going to shut these things off now. In fact, I had them shut off. These are prompts. When you're looking at a button, a bubble will pop up. Tell you what that button does. I already know that Caspa is a passenger. He refuses to be flight crew. Well, then you're not on the plane yet. Biatch. Samuel says, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing good. Looking forward to a comfortable, albeit somewhat complex flight, right? It's a lot more than the Beechcraft had going on. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, first things first. Let's get into our little laptop. Yeah, you're probably reading that, right? I mean, this thing's got bells and whistles. But we want that off for now. That wouldn't make any sense. Alright, we start up here, I know that. External power available. Let's take it.
Minneapolis Ground United 614 IFR to Salt Lake, ready to copy.
United 614 is cleared to Salt Lake Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 132.975 squawk 6245.
United 614 cleared to Salt Lake Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 132.975 squawk 6245.
United 614 readback.
That's a lot of chit chat.
Contact ground on 121.8. Good day.
Alright, so I guess United 614 with continuing service to Salt Lake City is now boarding. So let's extend the jetway, shall we? Look, it's extending. Look at that invisible co-pilot. Oh, it's coming right for me.
Hold position. traffic.
Alright, that was exciting. Let's also get the cargo and all that good stuff going. Cargo, the loader.
Delta 1209er.
I don't think I need to open the side
Delta
door. I think that...
1209er. Continue
Wow, the
taxi.
loader's there already. That was a... He must have been anxious. He must have been excited to get in there. To penetrate
Roger,
our
Delta
friendship.
1209er.
I do love that name. It's the A320 friendship. Samuel says, I like to think that all the flight crew really sat in the plane for like half a day. We in the big boy plane now? Yes, we are. There's somebody that will at least agree to be co-pilot. In theory. God King Zool, how are you? Good to see you, man. Casper says, still in line and they let the damn special passengers first. Everyone's special aboard the friendship. Everyone's special. What are we getting warnings for already? We haven't even left the tarmac. Well, I guess that's the time you're going to want to get them. Alright. We'll just leave that open. That's not dangerous. How we doing? We only got a few in here, huh? This will be, Monica. Like what she's doing there. I like what she's doing. And this will be Pete. And where the hell? We need more passengers. Let's chip chop. Chip chop chip. Cream chip beef. Chip chop ham. And that'll show them. Alright, there is shit we gotta do. What is the red light? Cones? I don't even know, that's not for me. Okay. Let's see what the hell we gotta do here. Let's get the batteries on, I think, would be the first step. I love how it doesn't tell you they're on, it just goes black. It's the APU, no, we want the APU generator on. Let's get the master switch on, I think. And an APU bleed. That sounds enticing. Then we'll start the bitch. And the light went out. Is that? I think it'll come back on and it will say available in a second. We'll give it a second. People are still clambering down the jetway, the gangplank. We'll take a look at our flight plan. We'll begin our descent at exile. It's going to be a while before I have to remember that, but something to keep in mind, I guess. Flight ceiling of 30,000 feet. Okay, that's kind of low for an A320, but oh, it's a 2-hour flight. We do have a... We'll talk about the food service here in a minute. We also have an in-flight movie. I haven't decided which one yet, but I've got 2 of them lined up. It'll be something special for you. Anyways. Oh, hey. Let's get these pumps on. Pump it up, as they may say. God, I don't know. That does not say available yet. Alright, we're getting some passengers. Let's go ahead and show them the in-flight movie. Besides, I have to make sure my wife's up. We'll catch up with chat real quick.
United 2325 taxi to gate 119er.
The condensation from the water leaks down on the delicate electronic instruments. What if your mic was on and the passengers heard that? Look, it's coming right for us. Yeah, because they would have no idea what was coming. Hey, Zero, how are you? Good to see you, man. I know. They're trusting me with peoples. It's that's kind of nuts. Oh, you know what? I gotta set this to live chat. All sorts of things on the checklist. Is this a new update? Allows you to have real passenger? No, it's one of the DLC planes. I have to say, flight attendants are very friendly and quite funny. I'm glad you think so. What did I call her? Monica? She prides herself in all that stuff, right? Invisible Zul, co-pilot. He agrees. Don't take off yet. I just bought the Johnny Cab from the Total Recall. At auction, I dress like Douglas Quaid, and I'll use my grappling hook to get on board as you take off. I'm gonna leave that. That's on you. Hey, gonna step away for a second. In the meantime, enjoy your safety video. Let's, in fact, put you in the back. Oh, look, it's starting to fill up a little bit. I don't know who this lovely lady is. Anyways, get ready for your in-flight video. Safety video. I'll just center this bitch. Good enough.
Welcome aboard.
High tech.
By now you've stowed your carry-on baggage in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. In preparation for takeoff, please put your seat back upright, stow your headrest, and lock your tray table in place. Also, you'll need to fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. Insert the metal fitting into the buckle and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release the seatbelt, just lift the buckle. When the seatbelt sign is on, please be seated with your seatbelt fastened. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. If it is needed, an oxygen mask will drop from the compartment above your seat. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask and slip the elastic band over your head, tightening the straps if necessary. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. Secure your mask before helping others. Please look around and locate the two exits nearest your seat. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In the event of an evacuation, leave your carry-on bags behind and proceed to the exit. Pathway lighting on the seats will guide you to the exits. Open the exit door by moving the large handle upward, or by removing the cover and pulling down on the marked handle.
That's a fun phrase that we like to throw out.
An evacuation slide will automatically inflate. Jump onto the slide with your legs straight in front of you. When you reach the ground, move away from the aircraft. There's a life vest and a pouch either under your seat or next to it. To open the pouch, pull the red tab. Slip the vest over your head, reach behind you and grab the waist straps. Attach them to the ring in front and tighten. Inflate the vest by pulling down on one of the red tabs. You can also inflate the vest by blowing into the red tubes. For everyone's safety, you must comply with lighted signs and placards and crew member instructions. And remain seated when the seatbelt sign is illuminated. This is a non-smoking flight, so please do not smoke on board at any time.
Yeah, right.
Tampering with, disabling, or destroying laboratory smoke detectors is prohibited by law. We encourage everyone to read the safety information card, which is located in the seat pocket in front of you. Also, if you're seated in an exit row, you may be required to assist the crew in an emergency. If you're unable or don't want to perform the functions described on the safety information card, please ask the flight attendant to reseat you. As a reminder, contents in the overhead bins may shift during the flight. Some of these objects can be heavy and awkward, so please be careful when opening the bins.
Well, actually, we should wait for the jetway to be pulled back. Never mind.
Thank you for flying United Airlines.
And you're welcome. Thank you, and you're welcome. Damn it. Look at those graphics. That's from Flight Simulator 2010. Maybe, probably. I don't know these things. I'm just excited for turkey sandwich and Mr. Pibb. So many languages. How do we do it? When does it end? Okay, we're safe. It's Irish, no wonder. I don't know what that means. So now that everybody's briefed and I don't have to brief you, that's great. Okay, interesting. I kind of wish they did that for all passenger planes, though, to be honest. It's not that Zool is invisible, he just got the full camo flight suit. Oh, that makes sense. That's what's going on there. Strangely, from his perspective, I'm invisible too. What does it mean? You expect me not to smoke on this flight? No, you're damn right. I've got the light. I control the light. Non-smoking on. Now that they put them out, off. Oof. Now they have to relight them. Alright, let's power on these engines. Oh no, jetway. Jetway. After all, we already showed the video. I assume everybody's aboard. Did I not request it? Oh yeah, I did. Just takes a minute. And does that mean the door's shut? Or do I have to do that? I shouldn't have to. Nope. Yep. Did you shut the... You did? Thanks, Pete. You're the best. I'll say goodnight to the missus. Look at her go. All right. No pressure in that cabin on the roof of the plane. Be hotboxing the toilet. That's my spot too. But luckily, I think there might be 4 lavatories on this plane. All right. So now that that's disconnected, we could fire up the engines, I think. I already switched it to ignition. Start engine 1. Let's see if we're getting anything from that. We are not. It's got to be something here. So it decided not, it didn't say available. Alright, now we're getting some pressure. I like it. Alright. Let that get up to, I don't know, I don't remember, 25 or something. Give it a healthy start before we fire up the starboard engine. I think we are already doing the bleed. It just told me I should. What you mean by that? What you mean? PU available? Well, now it should be. I see. Now it says available. What the hell? Things still clicking along here? I'd say so. Okay. Yeah, I've got the bleed on. Did I not? And that just fixed it, maybe? That doesn't look right either for the generators to be at 0%. I think the generators are on. I should test them. Yep, it was on. Batteries were on. They'd be white if they weren't. I think we're good. Alright. I guess we'll see. I hope we get to see the in-flight movie. Wait, did that not post as shooting in there? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't censored any word. Poison gas. Rob, good to see you, man. Says just going to bed, but I thought I'd wish you safe flying with no unscheduled forest or cornfield landings. Sometimes it's hard to tell the forest from the trees. To which the flight controller says, you should be seeing neither at your altitude. Zero says, I still remember when you could smoke on planes and restaurants. Oh yeah, me too. I bet it posted that time. Rob says, Zero, I remember buying cigarettes from stewardesses. See, I wasn't quite old enough when they were doing that, but I do remember it. Alright. Auto brake is set to max. Signs on cabin ready. Yeah. Let's get the flaps up one. At least I think that's right. Oh, flaps to take off. Does it have that setting? Psst. What a piece of shit! It doesn't have a takeoff option. Well, with most planes, it's just one. Spoilers. So I want to arm this. Will that get rid of that? Signs. Alright, passengers. Let's get in. Let's find the PA. Where the hell's the PA? Fuck it. I'll just go with it out loud. Alright. Good evening, passengers. This is your captain speaking on behalf of United. I'd like to welcome you aboard Flight 614 with continuing service between Minneapolis, Minnesota and Salt Lake City. Tonight's flight will be about 867 nautical miles. Estimated flight time of 1 hour, 49 minutes. We are already 20 minutes behind schedule. That should put us in Salt Lake City around 9:30 p.m. Current weather around Minneapolis is clear skies with a 10-mile-per-hour wind out of the northeast. So yeah, we're anticipating a very nice flight. And I hope you all sit back and enjoy. I say that on behalf of myself, all the other assholes that made this possible. Is anything connected to the plane? I'm going to guess that our fuel levels are okay. And let's request taxi out. That'd be ground services. Let's request pushback.
Minneapolis ground, United 614 requesting pushback.
United 614 pushback request accepted.
Is that damn door shut? Yep, good deal. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be exposed to the passengers. Could have the COVIDs. There's a plane right behind. Oh my god. What is this clusterfuck? Am I going to be able to get around it? I guess it don't matter. I can fly right through those planes, I think. I also don't think I should have turned on my engines yet. I should have done pushback. I should also have my forward floodlight off. That's to not blind the poor piece of shit that has to drive that blue pushback vehicle. Let me guess, they want me to get in this line. Let's see how that goes. We don't get in lines. something badass like that.
Minneapolis ground, United 614 requesting the end of pushback.
United 614 request to end pushback received.
Minneapolis ground, United 614 with Oscar ready to taxi IFR.
Ultimately, they want us at
United
30,000.
614 taxi to and hold short of runway 4 via taxiway Charlie 6 Charlie, cross runway 12 right Charlie Sierra Charlie Delta Kilo Tree, cross runway 17 Lima Tree, Lima Lima 4.
Yeah, copy
Contact
that. Are you going to
tower
give us
on
hint markers?
123.9 or 5 when ready.
We'll be
Taxi and hold
needing,
short runway for using taxiway Charlie
okay.
6 Charlie cross runway 12 right Charlie Sierra Charlie Delta Kilo Tree cross runway 17 Lima Tree Lima Lima for United 614.
Sure, we can just back out. Let's do this. Let's turn on our taxi lights. We are taxiing now. Alright. E-brakes off. Give it some reverse thrust.
Minneapolis ground Delta 744 ready to copy IFR clearance to Los Angeles. Delta 744 is cleared to Los Angeles Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4 climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119er decimal tree squawk
Okay, a little more
5451.
reverse thrust. We're all gonna die.
Delta 744 cleared to Los Angeles Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 4 climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Fuck is up with this? And how did that plane get in front of us?
975 squawk 5451.
I've got it. We got 4 reverse thrusters going. And that's all we're getting.
Ground on 121 decimal 8
Bullshit.
when ready to taxi.
My little Beechcraft can do better than that. Fuck out of here. What the fuck? Are we hitting something?
Minneapolis ground Delta 744 requesting pushback. Delta 744 pushback.
This is
request
absurd. We started to move a second ago. Oh wait, we're slowly moving again. Boy, I hope she produces more power when we're aloft. Otherwise, the friendship is over. That's right, passengers. Again, you're aboard the trusty A320 Friendship. Exclusive to United Airlines. Together we fly. Look at that. Horsepower. Right there.
Minneapolis ground Delta 2821 ready to copy IFR clearance to St. Louis.
You're admiring our engines. They are
2821 is cleared to St.
Ford
Louis
Pinto
Airport as filed.
engines.
Takeoff runway 4
Absolute
climb
classic.
and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure frequency is 118.725 squawk 0761.
Alright, so what's your move? Playing checkers. Probably get 3 or 4 games in before we turn around.
Minneapolis ground Delta 744 requesting the end of pushback. Delta 744 request to end pushback received. Delta 2821 cleared to St. Louis Airport as filed.
Well, if there was a taxi simulator, this would be it.
Departure on 125.
Actually, it would probably be about a yellow cab, but this would be
Delta 2821 read back correct.
one version.
Contact ground on 121.8. Good day. Minneapolis ground Delta 744
Oh, we'll get there.
with Oscar ready to taxi IFR. Delta 744 taxi
The
to
passengers
hold
are
short of
like,
runway
I
or
put
via
on my
taxiway
seatbelts for
Bravo
this?
Delta, cross
Like,
runway
could
12 right
we really
Delta
have
Kilo
waited?
Tree, cross runway 17 Lima Tree, Lima Lima 4. Contact
Well,
tower
you two
on
blankets
123
first.
decimal 9 or 5 when ready.
Yeah.
Minneapolis
You're on to
ground
me.
Delta
I'm quoting that.
2821 requesting pushback.
I mean, I guess that's a quote, right?
Delta 2821 pushback
All right.
request accepted.
Damn. I think we're done. Attention passengers, we're actually beat up here. That was That took everything we had.
Taxi to and hold short runway. 4 via taxiway Bravo Delta. Cross runway. 12 right Delta Kilo Tree.
That all
Cross
looks
runway,
good.
17
Not sure what
Lima
any of
Tree,
it means, but
Lima
it looks
4,
good.
Delta
Alright,
744.
let's give it some thrust. Let's hope we've got more in the thrust department. We doing the reverse thrust department. Oh yeah, we do. So where are we again? We are in one of the busiest airports in the United States. Minneapolis-St. Paul. I guess that's kind of reflected in the taxiing traffic heading to the other end of the runway. Looks like a line, and hopefully we miss it. Let's give it a little more juice. Pour some juice in there.
Requesting the end of pushback.
There.
Delta
It likes the
281
juice.
request to end
It
pushback
likes the
proceed.
juice. It's friendship juice. It's better than friendship pudding. I can tell you that.
Minneapolis ground Delta
This guy
2821
fucking
with
think he's
Oscar
done.
ready to taxi IFR. Delta 2821 taxi to and hold short of runway 4 using taxiway Delta cross
I wonder if
runway
there's any
12
chance we can
right,
cut in
Delta
front of
Kilo
him. I
Tree,
think we're
cross
gonna
runway
do
17
it.
Lima Tree Lima 4.
I don't want him hanging a
Contact tower
ride.
on 12 tree decimal 9 or 5 when ready.
What are we crossing? Oh, we can beat him. We can beat him. Suckers. Generic
Taxi to and hold
Airlines.
short runway 4 via taxiway Delta cross runway 12 right.
They're like
Delta
the
Kilo
generals
Tree,
to the
cross
Globetrotters,
runway
you know?
17 Lima Tree Lima
Yeah,
4,
we're passing
Delta
him.
2821.
If it was reverse thrust, he'd have me, though. That's the secret. Works for them because Generic Airlines does everything bad. I think we're just gonna drive there. That's probably what's gonna happen. Oh, and by the by, if I didn't say, good night, Rob. Thanks for stopping by. He got off the plane before we got off the ground. That is actually quite wise. Unless you got some kind of D-Day operation planned. It's, you know, paratrooper. Well, to the left, we have the hangars for private jets. It does feel like we're doing a little tour de Minneapolis-St. Paul International, which is a mouthful. By the way, you'll get a mouthful of good eats. Not really, but tonight our pretend meal is going to be it's going to be something to talk about. I'd like to talk about tonight's meal. For fuck's sake. And don't even look both ways. We put out a vote for the in-flight movie since I've got 2 of them. What the fuck is this? They're just I could have made this turn over here, over there. Oh well. This is where we want to be.
Minneapolis Tower United 614 at runway 4 ready for departure IFR to Salt Lake.
United 614 altimeter 29er.9er 2 wind 070 at 11.
Switch to
Cleared
takeoff.
for takeoff runway 4.
2.00. Is that
Cleared
what you
for
said?
takeoff runway for United 614.
29.92. And that is exactly what we've got. I'll get that. I guess I did it earlier. I don't know. Or it was just default. Alright, I think we've got everything. Let's make sure flaps are set to 1. Speed brake is armed, even though I don't know that it should be. And, yeah, we are good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please remain seated and keep those safety belts nice and snug on your midsections. We are about to take off. Hold on to your butts. What did I just hit? There we go. That's what we want. Alright, for something a little different, we'll handle the takeoff from the co-pilot's perspective. Look at that plane. Let's do it. Wow. Co-pilot's perspective is... it's all different. It's not right. Alright, we've got V1. Whatever that means. We're bouncing a little bit. A little bouncy. That's something to keep the jugs moving. Speed's at 160. We'll rotate. We've got positive lift. The main reason I took off as the co-pilot is we're close to this button. Switch. That's the landing gear. Let's bring flaps back. At least I think.
132.9 flight.
Let's start dealing with autopilot.
Minneapolis departure United 614 is at 2,100 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
United 614 Minneapolis departure altimeter 29.9er to continue to Beaver as planned.
Autopilot on. Flight director on. Gauge selected altitude. So we should be climbing. And yes, we certainly are. We'll probably get an overspeed warning because I do need to pull back. They want it on climb. We'll oblige the plane. So we're kind of settling in at like 250 knots. We're at 6,000 feet climbing. And let me check our flight plan. Zoomed out, actually. And the zooming in and zooming out, so I'm looking at this screen.
Minneapolis departure Delta 744 is passing 1,600 feet.
Oh, we don't
climbing
even zoom out that
14,000
much.
feet.
Alright.
United 614, contact Minneapolis-St on 133.7.
I think we're doing it. We are taking off.
Delta 744, Minneapolis departure altimeter 29.9er tree. Continue to Huger as planned.
Hugging the armrest
Going to
of the middle
133.7
passenger. Anybody seen
614.
good movies or documentaries lately?
Minneapolis Center United 614 is
Zero
passing
says, man, I'm exhausted.
9,800
Spent the
feet,
day
climbing
clearing the
12,000
wood from
feet.
the trees and bushes, and
United
that I cut down and
Minneapolis
plus
Center
loading
altimeter
everything out in the garage for the garage sale. Ouch, yeah. It's a double whammy. Plus taking time to price things. I realize how much work garage sales really are. I know. Hopefully you're compensated for it, you know what I mean? By the way, you should have started your title with OMG Airlines now aboard. Yeah, sure. I wish I could get a livery that said OMG. That would be awesome. You know, I only went with United because, honestly, because this is the friendship that kind of cracked me up. I like the retro patriotic design too. Yeah, they had a few different United designs that I kind of liked, but friendship, that sold me on it, you know.
Good day.
Well, even Microsoft Flight Sim has pathing issues, you would have guessed, right? Which movies? Oh yes, I will get to that shortly. Of course, we'll air them when we get to cruising altitude, but yes, I will go through on them momentarily. You won't get far with the air brakes engaged. They weren't engaged, they were, I armed them. And as best as I know, they won't. See, what I'm guessing is, okay, so I want to arm those because then when the plane hits the ground, they'll engage. Now, I armed them on the ground because it was giving me some spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. And I guess the plane knew that, and it's not activating right when I started to move or anything. At least I don't think they did they? No. Yeah, they're not armed. Or they are armed. They are armed. They're not. You get what I'm saying. Engaged. You said the word. There it is. Engaged.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Sun Country 504. Climb and maintain 15,000 feet.
Minnesota, eh?
Sun Country 504 climb.
Would that be appropriate to say A?
Sun Country Tree 46, descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
It's like some
Climb and maintain flight level 190.
co-pilot spotted some lake country. Whale Tail Lake. There's no whales.
Minneapolis-St Delta 744 is passing 9,300 feet, climbing 14,000 feet. Delta 744, Minneapolis-St altimeter 29.90. Continue to Huger as planned.
This girl does not look comfortable.
Sun Country 504.
She's a little jerky too.
Center on 1 tree 2.35.
Maybe that's
Good
why
day.
we're with her. I like jerky.
United 614. Contact Minneapolis-St.
What? Beef jerky. Things like that. What is she looking at?
Good day.
Going to 135.0 United 614. Minneapolis-St United 614 is at 17,800 feet, climbing flight level 200.
United 614 Minneapolis-St. Continue to be as planned.
I mean, we're going all the way up to 30,000. There's no reason to space that out unless ATC says there's traffic or something. All right. Casper says, I hate the feeling of takeoff when you have to pop your ears from the pressure. Yeah. Speaking of, can someone silence the young child in the rear of the plane? Let's see. Rear of the plane.
Delta 462, contact Minneapolis.
Because we do have a door there that we can just toss the child out. Now everybody's got to keep their seatbelts on at this point. We'll have to eject the child once we get to our cruising altitude. What do you think, Pete?
Climb and maintain flight level 300 United 614.
Oh, there it was. There was the permission to hit 30,000. See? We did it before ATC even told us to. And it honestly, it paid off. Where are we at now? 20,000. And climbing. God. It feels like I'm shorter than the co-pilot. See? Co-pilot angle. Yeah, he's up here. Then you switch to little old me.
United
can I see?
614, contact
Ooh.
Minneapolis Center on 127.1. Good day.
Make a good jockey, though. I would.
Going
Yes.
to 127.1 United 614.
Let me take out the duct tape.
614 is passing flight level 220, climbing flight
You
level
said
300.
armed.
United
Not on. I
614
think
Minneapolis Center.
that is what I was thinking. Your air brakes would cause issue. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, if I extended them, that would prevent us from getting to that 160 that got us aloft. That's for sure. I'm telling the kid I'll block the path for him if he gives me his meal certificate. The livery for OMG Airlines would be epic. I would pay good monies for that.
Minneapolis Center Delta 1203.
Let us create custom liveries. Yeah, that would be sweet.
Delta 1203 Minneapolis Center altimeter 29.9.
She's doing I'm talking to you movements, but her mouth wasn't moving. Right? Yeah, that's true. I like her little painted on necklace. I bought it for her anniversary. It says that passenger.
Going to 135.0 Delta 462.
We are cruising yet. Yeah, we are just. I want to mess with it. Shit, I mean, we're going 320. That's where. Or do we have auto thrust on? Yeah. Okay. So that's the plane's doing. The plane wants us at 320 to make this climb.
Delta 462 Minneapolis Center. Continue to Spooky as planned.
It's an interesting bank.
Maintain 13,000 feet.
But I guess it's there. It just seemed kind of a steep bank. Autopilot's putting some oomph into it.
13,000 feet southwest 324.
Alright, so we're not there yet, but the movies are God, what are they?
Good day.
Bobby, Joe, and the Outlaws is one of them. And the other one is Girl Most Likely To. And, you know, Girl Most Likely To, from what I understand, is kind of like it's supposed to be a comedy. But it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Both movies are just odd. And, of course, what you'd be seeing is a condensed version. But those are the two names, Bobby Joe and the Outlaws, which kind of has, it's weird, too. It's got the girl that played Wonder Woman back in the day. And kind of thinks it wants to be Smokey and the Bandit, but it's got gunplay as well. And then the Girl Most Likely To starts off funny, then gets real dark real fast. So those are the options. Yeah, I figured nobody had seen either one. We're talking obscure is what I was going for. The next one that I have lined up, actually I won't say what it is, but it's got some actors in it. These are all, you know, these are movies that I don't think will get me copyright strikes. I mean, I'm willing to risk it, but I don't think they will, because they're that obscure. Although some of them are decent-sized studios. Bobby Joe all day. See, and that's fine. I'm down one or the other is fine with me, because shit, whatever one I don't play tonight, I play on the next trip. We're slowing down. Yep, because we're at 29,000. Hell yeah. As good conditions. Alright. Gotta level off, of course. the friendship. Welcome back, Samuel. So we have one vote for Bobby Joe. I'm trying to think, is there anyone famous in The Girl Most Likely To? Oh yeah, yes there are. Ed Asner's in it. God, what is the main actress's name? Shoot, I don't remember.
Delta 744 descend and maintain flight level 340.
I know it was like produced by Joan Rivers. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. As you may have just noticed, we have extinguished the seatbelts light, meaning that you are now free to mill about the cabin at your leisure. It is advised that if you're going to stay in your seat, that you keep your safety belts fastened at all times that you're seated. We have also turned off the no smoking light, so albeit against regulations, feel free to smoke. If you need to extinguish your cigarette and there is no ashtray handy, please alert a stewardess and extinguish it I don't know, in their hands. That's kind of rough. Just, I don't know, one of them will pop a can open. We'll just put them in there. It's going to create a lovely smell in the cabin. As for you non-smokers, you have my sympathies. All this talk of smoking. You know, before the in-flight movie, I gotta grab a smoke. I mean, I might grab one during the in-flight movie, because once it goes, it just goes, you know? What do you think, Monica? Yeah? How come your name's not on your name tag? Or is that just like brass? That's like, you must be the head stewardess on Flight 614. Is she, Pete? You don't know. Oh yeah, here we go. This will be a lovely view from my smoke break. Actually, I'll only be a second. I'll be right back. Just pass around a quarter cup of coffee to douse the smokes in. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, we'll find something. I don't know what I was talking about putting in her hand. So, while I'm gone, I'm going to consider what movie. But as it stands, let me, you know, while we're here in the bathroom, all cuddled, huddled close together, let's see if I can find a blurb on both of these movies. Since we're trending towards Bobby Joe and the Outlaws, we're gonna look up Girl Most Likely To. That's an old movie. Okay. A homely young woman, played by Stockard Channing, seeks revenge on men after plastic surgery makes her beautiful. Well, that just spoils the damn plot. But it's starring Stockard Channing, Ed Asner, and Larry Wilcox, among some others. And that is up against Bobby Joe and the Outlaws. No, not that. No, that's porn or something. A stunning car hop who wants to be a country singer and her sweetheart who dreams he is really the kid become involved in some mischief. Starring Linda Carter, Marjo Gortner, Mary Lynn Ross, Jean Drew. We don't recognize any of these fucking names. Oh, man, that's just... Yeah, I didn't even smoke. But I did give you a good look at the laboratory where we do our experiments. And that's important. I'm going to put it in co-pilot mode. And I'm going to step away and grab that smoke real quick. Give you a nice view of whatever. Minnesota, maybe? I don't know. Yes, Dow's damn fat fingers. Or rather, fat. Rather not fat, just sluggish. I don't even know what we're voting for. We're voting for the in-flight movie. It's either going to be a movie called Bobby Joe and the Outlaws, starring Linda Carter of Wonder Woman fame, or we can enjoy The Girl Most Likely To, starring Stockard Channing. And so whichever name sounds more compelling. Do we have Terminal Velocity starring Wesley Snipes? We haven't. The contract for more popular movies hasn't come through yet, unfortunately. Alright, be right back. Co-pilot mode. Get it.
United 614 contact Minneapolis-St on 128.5. Good day.
128.5 United 614. Minneapolis-St United 614 flight level 300.
Before we,
United
let's see, we
614
get another vote, we
Center,
didn't.
continue as planned.
Casper says, as the flight settles in, so do I. And I slip into slumber. Good night, all. We will see some time soon. Yeah, he's tired. I'm gonna turn down ATC. I'm gonna turn them off because I still want to be able to hear them a little bit. Unfortunately, anything our co-pilot says back to them, we'll hear loud and clear. But yeah, I think it's time for our in-flight movie. We don't have any votes for The Girl Most Likely To, starring Stockard Channing. But we do have one vote for Joe. What is it? Bobby Joe and the Outlaws. Hey, Water Draco says, hey, that doesn't look like a lie. Did I board the wrong flight again? You just may have. You just may have. I don't know. It's the friendship. It's the right flight. Always the right flight.
132.05 United 614. Minneapolis-St United 614 flight level 300.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your pleasure. What is it? Bobby Joe and the Outlaws. Gotta fix the screen.
Welcome to United Private Screening.
Let's do that. That's ain't good enough. Yeah, that looks great. There's something there. There we go.
Good luck, premium, would you? Wash the windows there. I want to get myself beer. I guess you might say that. This here's my speed wagon.
Yeah.
Goes 150 miles an hour. And I can cover 8 western states every 12 days.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know something? I think this is how you get your kicks.
No, selling this my whole life. It's my way of breathing. That and my automobile here.
Yeah, this is really a fine car. It's great.
Get in.
Really? Hey, thanks.
Hey, just get in there, sit down now, and feel that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, what kind of engine you got in here?
That's a 454 Cobra. Start it up there. Listen to it purr, just like a kitten.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
You ought to get yourself one of these, boy.
Don't mind if I do.
Well, hello.
Come on, lover boy, move it. Or did you lose your nerve?
Okay, so where are we going?
Just drive.
You like country music?
Oh, yeah. Really sounds good. It means to me about what this car does to you.
Now, how did you know that?
They told me in school that I was deep.
City girls are mighty fine. Lord, they sure have style. Sweet perfume and fancy clothes, sexy painted smiles. They'll tell you how they love you, how they yearn for quiet nights.
dude. I'm so strung out, I feel like I'm still into it, you know?
Go with it. Move with it.
Oh, Jesus. Woo! I think we got Billy the Kid here driving this car.
You do, ma'am, you do.
Uh-oh.
Okay, boy, let's see your license.
Okay, gang, Posse's after me. You better hang on.
Lyle, what the hell are you doing?
Honey, this car ain't mine. It's hot.
Holy shit, you mean you ripped it off?
Don't matter. They hang car thieves in this country.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
What do you mean, we? Back in the state where I come from, three's the crowd.
Oh, come on, Lyle. She's my best friend.
Okay.
Ouch!
Hey, how about an irresponsible, baby?
Hey, Slick, honey, I want you to meet somebody. This is my little sister, Baba Joe, and that's her friend Lyle.
How you doing?
Yo.
And this is Essie.
Essie, right.
Yeah, well, what's the occasion here?
Oh, we just sort of came by to say hello.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You take this $10 and go out and get yourself a feed somewhere. I'm going to figure something out for you when you get back.
Thanks.
You got wheels there, stud horse?
Yeah.
You mind giving me a lift over to my office? I got to pick something up over there.
Sure, I'm glad to.
Sure would appreciate it. See y'all back here in a little while.
Bye-bye. Lyle, honey, be careful, okay?
Why you say that?
I don't know. I guess I just got to watch out on my sight.
Oh, come on, don't worry.
Oh, come on, loosen the leash. Slick might seem like he's a little dense, right?
I'm funny so when I'm high. I tell you, I'm bad and hungry son of a bitch. Woo!
Hey, man, we're about to this office of yours anyway, huh?
Just make a left up here at the next corner. Pull over.
I'll be right back.
How long you gonna be?
Just a couple of minutes.
Roadblocks have been set up for suspects in last night's murder.
Now, you guys remember, I'm going to be right behind you watching, okay?
But the radio says roadblock.
Yeah, I know, that's just it. You stop and stall them in case I have to make a break for it.
I'll do that.
Lyle, honey, can I ride with you?
Hey, not this time. First, let's get out of this scrape. I mean, they don't know about you all, and I need all the help I can get.
Okay.
Come on.
Lyle?
Take care, darling.
Oh, be careful.
Okay.
Don't let your meat low.
Hello, Oscar.
Howdy, folks.
Hello, Oscar.
How, Eddie? What's your destination?
We're going to the Young Christian Folk Singers meet.
Always had a lot of respect for the Lord, lady.
So we, sir.
But I thought that meeting was in Gallup last week. Well, y'all take it easy here. You can go now.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Who's that barricade?
Is that Lord ass trying to trap you? Because I'd kill that son of a bitch.
Come on, Flick, just put that thing away. He don't know nothing. He's a dummy.
Bring it in the sea. Bring it in the sea. We will be rejoicing. Bring it in the sea. Bring it in.
Come on, Slick, move it, will you?
Holy shit!
I guess we better head south for now. In 2 cars, and if we get separated, we'll meet at Wellsville.
Honey, I want to travel with you.
We interrupt this program for a special announcement from the Sheriff of Guadalupe County, Bud Hicks.
Evening. Sheriff Hicks here, Sheriff Bud Hicks.
How you doing, Sheriff?
Now, I want to make an appeal to Lyle Wheeler somewhere out there. I know you're too scared to give yourself up. But due to extenuating circumstances, I can promise you a fair trial. Now, I can't tell you right off, but we believe you weren't implicated in the way that you thought you were. So if y'all just come in and give yourself up nice and peaceful like, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Operator, I'd like to speak to Sheriff Hicks.
Lyle Wheeler. If there's Sheriff Hicks. You completely surrounded, Lyle. Ain't no way you can get away.
Effie? Effie, where are you?
Lyle, just like I did on TV. Y'all give yourself up, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
6 of them out there.
All right, they're coming out of the car. Don't worry about it.
All right, boys, if you don't come out in 3 seconds, we're gonna let them have it.
No! No, you promised! No! Watch out!
She was really okay. I'm gonna miss her.
What are you crazy? Get out!
Hey, Joe!
Ready to go. Squeeze the trigger if you have to. Come on, let's go. babe, don't ever let that happen again, or I ain't coming back for you, okay?
Oh, but Lyle, I made him dance, didn't I?
Yeah, cooler.
Holy shit, Leroy, look what happened here. Now, come on, you people, get out of here. Get out of here. This shipbuilding's quarantined. Now, come on. Now, move out. Move out. Leroy, you call the station right away. You hear? You come get over here in a double. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
That'll be $3.85.
Favorite character.
There you go.
I'm sure it's
$3.85, 4, 5.
Put it in the bag, please.
I know you're in there. I told you I was going to get you. This time I got you dead to rights. Now, you ain't got a snowball's chance in hell of getting out of there alive, but I'm going to give you 10 seconds to come out in your hands up. 1, 9, 10.
Fast. You bastard.
Get her out of here!
You fat pig!
Wow, look at it. You know what we need now? Some more city lights. Let's crank up that Killer City Lights song. Hell yeah.
City girls are mighty fine.
City
Lord,
girls
they
are
sure
not
have
fine.
Street
Sure can
perfume,
strut their
fancy
shit.
clothes, sexy painted smile. They'll tell you how they love you, how they yearn for quiet nights. But take them home, pretty soon you'll miss those
Sexy
city
paradise.
City lights, how they miss those city lights.
Messes him.
Stars
There's no Jerry Reed, I will tell you that.
really do.
But what a movie.
City lights, how they'll need those city lights. And there's nothing a poor country boy can do. City lights, how they'll need those city lights. And there's nothing a poor country boy can do.
Well, hell yeah.
Amex 404 descent and maintain flight level 350.
Well, you'll never get those 20 minutes back.
Maintain flight level 350.
Let's see, Let's see. And seriously, who runs out in front of that many cops with guns drawn like that, for Pete's sake? What's his name does? I never did catch his name. He wanted to be Billy the Kid, I guess. Supposedly call him Billy. And Wonder Woman, incidentally. She probably has a bazooka in her shoe. Or a golden lasso. We all gotta be strapped. Oh, the America of the future. Learned immediately. Man, the blood effects in those days were so amazingly cheesy as fuck, yet somehow it worked. Yeah, like, what is it, Day of the Dead? You know, George Romero's, like, second movie along the Living, or the Dead series. The effects in that, I mean, they're horrible, but they do work. I don't know. Except all the blood looked orange. That was one hell of a short film. Oh, okay, so when he said owned immediately, yeah, because the sheriff's... He went and hid in the car, that was great. He said, I told you I was going to get you, and I got you dead rights. Holy shit, Leroy. It wasn't. I abridge these things. I look for movies that run about an hour 10 minutes or an hour 20 minutes, something obscure, and then I'll cut them down drastically. So there's much more movie. There's probably about 50 minutes of content that I cut out of it. So there's like side stories and stuff that I just want to hit the main points and some of the funnier shit. And that sheriff saying holy shit so much. The first time it's actually dubbed in audio from the second time he says it. Which is funny. Like, I didn't do that. They did that in the movie. But he says, holy shit, like, you hear him start to say Leroy. So they literally took that audio and poorly cut it over him crawling out of the squad car. What if the in-flight movie is over? Does that mean we are close to the destination? So I had to tease. I think so. No, not quite yet, sadly. Holy shit, Otto. Let's see. It's supposed to be an hour. About, what was it? Flight time of an hour and 49 minutes. We probably squandered 20 minutes on the ground. FICLA, OCS. Here, let's zoom out. Yeah, shit. We've still got... There's no way. Hold on. How are we supposed to do this flight in an hour and 49 minutes? How far have we gone? It's interesting. I guess what I really want to do is minimize the screen down to, like, say, that size. Put it back up in the corner and close it out. Yeah, I had initially intended to... What the hell is that? That was my fault. Attention passengers, sorry we experienced a little choppy air back there. Nothing to be concerned about. No, truly I hit the rudder control, which you're not supposed to do in flight. Let's see. Let's get our range extended. Take it out 320 miles. Yeah, I don't know. I might have misjudged the flight. Made it too damn long. I mean, it's fine with me, but at the same time. We only have, we do have another in-flight movie, but I kind of wanted to save that for another flight. But who knows? Anything could happen. Beezer says, reminds me of something Rob Zombie maybe is into. Jerry Reed Otto. I love Jerry. Oh yeah, Jerry Reed's great. Absolutely great. Like, just his attitude in Smokey and the Bandit, I don't know. I love that shit. I love the guy. I love that you can listen to a Jerry Reed song, and, like, in the middle of the song, he'll be like, ha ha ha. Like, dude's, he was always having fun. Maybe too much, but. Oh, the lady that got up and ran in front of it, what was her name? She had some stupid name, but yeah, the hippie chick that ran out there like, don't shoot him. Well, why'd you call him, dumbass? She was moved by that. I was like, hi, this is Sheriff Jones, or whatever his name was. Like, he had to clarify, like, I won't tell you which one I am. Holy shit. City lights.
126.8 United 614. Minneapolis-St United 614.
The Evil Dead had the worst effects I have ever seen yet. It works too. There's a really bad special effect in the next movie that I'm making for an online flight, or an in-flight movie. Like, terribly bad. It'll stick out. Savini's effects are gnarly. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. He was a master of his craft, or is. He's still alive. But, you know, he's, of course, in Vietnam, he saw tons of nasty shit. Wasn't he a medic, or was he a photographer there? He might have been a photographer there. Maybe he accompanied medics. Be banking a little bit to the left
going
here.
to 127.9er, Flight United 614. Denver Center United 614, flight level 300.
United 614 Denver Center, continue as planned.
Everything's hunky-dory. 285 knots, 30,000 feet. Got these slight adjustments, but... And yeah, we're about, wow, we're at the halfway mark. Doesn't that mean we're behind schedule? I'm not sure exactly how far into the stream it was before we actually lifted off. We are entering some cloud cover. Both above and below. Kadoka Airport. I wonder where Kadoka is. And whatever Linda Carter's character said to him after the shootout in the street, and she's like, I made him dance, didn't I? Didn't I? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? You just killed two dudes. It's just like, and maybe that'll be thematic, I don't know. That and the next movie are just movies where it's like halfway through you're like, What the fuck is going on here? Like, this went from, yeah, Smoking the Bandit to Natural Born Killers. Tadoka is in, oh no, oh, South Dakota. Flying over South Dakota. Population of 543. It's got an airport. Isn't that special? Oh, everyone appeared. Hi. Honey, how are you liking the flight? Is that sign language? You're not liking it? Listen, I'm afraid that mole might be... You might need to get that checked out. And the glitch. Like how she shuts forward. She bores me. She doesn't stimulate me. Not like her, because she's looking at me. I swear. She made it seem innocent, but she's looking at me. This one back here, hi. Just gotta make sure Lydia here doesn't notice. You mess with the controls, does that throw off autopilot or does it compensate automatically? Yeah, so if you do mess with controls, for instance, I don't know about the stick. Let me try it. There's resistance to it. I can tell you that. I'd have to hold it down a long time to get something to happen. So, for instance, I'm going to break the stick to the right. Nothing happened. Now, if I held it there, it would override autopilot, and autopilot would automatically shut off. But they give you a lot of wiggle room to accidentally hit it. On the other hand, the rear rudder, you know what I'm talking about, back there on the tail. Now that, I'll click it. You see how it shook the plane, gave us some turbulence or whatever, we'll click it the other direction. But it corrects itself. If I hold it down though, yeah, autopilot will disappear. I demonstrate that, but I hope you'll just take my word for it, because I've accidentally done it before. I've been back there screwing around in the passenger area. In fact, it was when I was trying to size the screen to the in-flight movie screen that people have back there, or the whatever you call it, the pad that they have. And next thing I know, I'm like, huh, it seems like the engine's getting a lot louder, and the screen itself is going off center drastically. And then I came back up to the cockpit and saw, like, oh yeah, autopilot's off. I must have done something and not noticed it. And we were not in a dive, but we were descending. Well, I mean, technically a dive, but, you know, not nose down completely. But we were descending pretty quick. It's better than Shrek. Alrighty, Beezer. Be well, my friend. Sure. Anytime. Glad to have you aboard. And hey, if we crash at the end, you won't have to suffer the consequences. But have a good parachute trip down there into the clouds. Combat photographer. Okay. Yeah. I think that sounds about right. Okay, it's smart enough to correct or shut off depending on the severity of the correction. Good to know. PR back needs reboot for system updates. Yeah. Absolutely. can't see the ground anymore, can we? Just barely. What's the co-pilot having? Some coffee? Pilot is having some Evian. Some bottled water. With a slight misspelling, just to keep things copacetic. It's looking lovely out there, though, and to be honest, like, I don't know if we're beating sundown, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're flying fast enough that we're not going to see sundown. I believe that could be the case, especially if we're somewhere around 300 knots still. Well, 285. We could speed that up. I hate messing with it, you know, when you got a good thing, you just keep it, but see, we've got some leeway. And up here, these red marks begin somewhere shy of 320. That's going to be overspeed. Too much pressure on the plane, but I feel like we could raise the bar up to 310. We could push it. No one ever got hurt pushing it. Usually, you know, just instantaneous death, not hurt per se. So let's try this. Let's try messing with this system. Mach isn't right. We want speed. There we go. What do we decide? 310? Let's do 305 anyway. Okay, put that in like a button, I think. Sure enough, we're giving her more RPMs. And yep, that green triangle is where the plane's trying to get now. And we maintain that. We'll shave off a few minutes. And we'll beat the sun. Welcome back, Samuel. Zero says, still trying to decide if I should try to get a couple hours of sleep and wake up early to help Mom with the garage sale, or just stay up all night and go to sleep after the garage sale. Yes. The decisions we insomniacs have to wrestle. You know. I don't know, though. Sometimes doing it after, like staying up the whole time. You know, it's easy to say the preceding night. It's that following morning, isn't it? Where it's like, oh shit, I don't know if I can do this. Or I can, but I don't know if I want to. Yes, I don't blame you, man. That's the better part of judgment, I think. Is that right on? Holy shit. We never turned these off. I think I was just so excited that we were taking off. It's just, you know, after the checklist and this thing, it's kinda... I really probably don't need, well, nav lights, yeah. I don't know about logo light. That definitely does not need to be on. So to put that in the one position, which I believe is just nav lights. And I don't know about beacon or strobe, I'm not sure. I mean, I could see them running, but I mean, obviously, minimal lights during the day. And of course, it's getting dark, and that's when I choose to shut them all off. But we definitely didn't need runway lights. That was unnecessary. In fact, blinding to whatever geese. Well, there's no geese up here. Somewhere there was a point to be made, and I failed to make it. Mostly just because I'm so damn exhausted. Yeah, like I said, it sounds like you got a pretty raw deal in terms of stuff to do today. Kadoka, incidentally, that town we passed over is a Lakota word meaning hole in the wall. I gotta know, is that a joke or is that for real? Either way, that says a lot about Kadoka. Population 500 and some. The Black Hills. Oh, okay. We're out here in the Black Hills near Mount Rushmore. Custer National Forest. Deadwood is down there. Sure hard to tell, though. We're so high up. I can see there's mountains down there. I'm sorry, hills. They sure seem like mountains when you're out there, though. I mean, they're no Grand Tetons or anything, but they're pretty imposing in their own right. Black, I tell you, black is the night. No, they're not. But they are dark colored. If you haven't been, what are you doing? Go. No, I don't know. Go where you like. Today's menu consists of deli meats and cheeses. We can grill any of them. And we've got all the veggies, so if you're a vegetarian, you can just go for just the salad. But yes, deli meats and cheeses. Mine? I could do a club sandwich on white. So what would that be? Turkey? Maybe turkey ham roast beef? The trifecta? Onion, light lettuce, tomato, salt, pepper, and Duke's mayonnaise if we got it. That's southern mayonnaise. Toothpick through it. Bread slightly toasted, lightly and slightly. That's what I'll be having. In a Mr. Pibb. They seem like mountains. But we realize they're waves. We're above the Pacific and we don't have enough fuel. Oh, honestly, we should check fuel. That's been an issue before. So how are we going to do that? How we check fuel on this puppy? Fuel. Might be the button that says fuel. And that'll come up on this screen. And it's like, I don't know what we started with, so I don't know what we got. I can see the numbers counting down, so you can kind of gauge it. We got slightly more fuel. Well, that's because we turned that engine on later. We turned that one on first. It's a drastic difference considering, you know, the short period of time before firing up our port and then starboard engine. So if I did a fuel bleed, that would level those out, I believe. That sounds about right, doesn't it? And these 606 might be reserve tanks or something. I think that's telling us right there, right? 2 hours, 33 minutes. That's probably what they're...
6 United 614.
Shut up, lady.
Denver Center United 614 flight level 300.
United 614 Denver Center. Continue as planned.
Yeah, we intend to, pal. Yeah, 2 hours, 33 seconds. That's got to be our estimated flight time. Not flight time, but what fuel will afford us. And if I'm streaming in 2 hours and 30 minutes, I'm going to be pretty upset about my planning. And I mean it. I will say, holy shit, Leroy. City lights. I keep thinking I'm seeing stuff, but you know what it is? It's scuff marks on the window. It's one thing I like about this plane is it looks like it's used. I can't get a great view of it, but even under every passenger window, you can see a little discoloration because of, you know, water buildup and pouring down. Yeah, this is not a good example of it. It's one of those shots I got to get on the ground, I guess. It's not a pristine plane, and I like that a lot. Sometimes they seem way too nice. And we're like, you're not fooling anybody. This ain't the test flight, after all. This plane has nice bells and whistles, like a little thing there. It doesn't look that great, but it's a thing. You got another one for here, just in case the old sun is in our eyes. Don't want you to confuse it with the new sun. That would be terrifying. Suddenly, a new sun. Great, now my system is having issues with not wanting to boot after the Windows update. Yeah, I love those Windows updates. Samuel says, you know how the moons over Mars have names, and the 30-something moons Jupiter has all have names. Does that mean our moon is called the Moon Moon? Moon Moon. It should be. Unless it has some technical name that... Would it be Luna or something? Or is that just synonymous with moon? I guess it's just Latin. And probably synonymous with... Swear to God, I have the worst luck ever. This is 0. Why is it always a freaking Windows update? It destroys my system every single time. I don't know, but I find it relatable. Because I know I have trouble getting all my streaming stuff back in order. It really messes with Elgato, OBS, whatever. Not a great thing. Not a huge fan. I'd say it is getting darker, wouldn't you? I feel like the sun is... Well, the sun's not going faster than us, but you know what I mean. How would I phrase that? My God. Attention passengers, your captain has just had a mental shutdown. Is this going to be like one of your old Path of Titans video streams? Or streams going on for like 7 hours? I don't know. We're already at the 1 hour 50-minute mark in the stream. Again, we spent probably 20 minutes in Minneapolis-St. Paul. Let's see. Figure out where we're at. No, we're not to Fikla yet. I don't know. That's a damn good question. I mean, how long was this trip? Miles-wise, let me see. $867 miles. Shit, I could have just done the math and told you that an hour and 40 minutes was wrong. Considering we're already pushing it at 305 knots. Yeah, that's closer to 3 hours, but I'm not above a 3-hour stream. I just don't want to do a stream any longer than 3 hours. I don't got it in me. Besides, I wanted to start editing that other movie, Thomas Memorial. I wonder if that's an airport, or if it's just a memorial for Thomas. I don't know who Thomas is, and that's a shame, considering there's a memorial. Just, it's nothing against the memorial, but I guess it's not impressive enough. Oh my god, I'm literally losing my oh wait, I already borked my system. Again, I'm so glad I have your streak to distract me. We do what we can. We do what we can. You know, as always with this title, it's not like high excitement. Sometimes for like 30 seconds before we impact the ground it is, but otherwise no. But I guess that's also why I'm not concerned about it. Being a long stream, it's a chill stream. My only caveat is I'd like to get some of that editing done. But considering we're an hour and 50 in, and we are well past the halfway point, that gives me hope. I mean, yeah, we've got another hour, for sure. 'Cause that's a 320-mile perimeter around us, and that's about where we're landing. It looks kind of like it'd be, God, more than that. I could try to work out an alternate flight plan. I assume I'd be closer to Denver than Salt Lake City. I wonder what all that would entail, rerouting the plane for Denver. I don't know if that's a challenge I want to give myself right now. Probably not. I know a good challenge. Talk to this girl. What's her name again? Lydia. Fucking Lydia. I don't think it's working out, Lydia. I don't think it's... I caught you again. It's not working out with Lydia. Is what I'm saying to myself a lot. Because you won't even get that mole checked out. And I'm glad you wear the necklace that represents what we had. But the reason I booked this flight was so I could A, watch Bobby Joe and the Outlaws, of course. B, have this talk with Lydia. Because it might be our last talk before we break up. Yeah, okay. What's this? Psst, psst, hey, hi. City lights. Speaking of lights, we're gonna need them at some point. Now, this poison gas is pretty high. Alright, folks, we're flying into the nebula. Strap on your nebulizers. Windows update messed with my BIOS settings, so my system's unstable. Go figure. Samuel says, to be fair, the sun does move at 450,000 miles an hour.
United 614.
That's true, so it is actually
United 614 flight level 300.
We might be moving faster, because we're moving with it, and also in forward motion around a planet. So, we might be moving faster than the sun. Okay? So I'm going to re-estimate our knots, our knottage, at 450,305. How's it feel? For me, it's stimulating, satisfying. Zero says, yeah, Microsoft sure is keen on changing settings without user permissions, and that includes messing with your BIOS, which they should never do. Should not do ever. Zul says, hey there, Chet Walters here, and I'll be your in-flight steward. There he is, Chet Walters. Right here in the back. He's going to make his rounds. What kind of deli meat sandwich do you want? What does this guy having? You know what? I'm gonna put him down for the Diablo sandwich. Grilled cheese. Ham and Swiss. Roast beef on wheat, all the veggies, mayonnaise, fucking mustard, ketchup even, barbecue sauce if we have it. This guy's having a Dagwood, I can tell by the look on your face. God bless you. And this guy, he'll be having a different kind of grilled cheese. He'll have the marble rye with a Swiss. And speaking of which, these ladies are going to split a Reuben. She'll be having the tuna salad. You know what? Let's do a crackers deal. Let's do meat, cheese, and crackers for this. Dude, weren't you seated back there? Now you're... Alright, I'm starting to see doubles. That's all. You're all playing tricks on me. And I won't have it. I won't have it aboard my plane. Excuse me, sir. Some of the, see, she agrees. Some of the passengers are concerned about your hairstyle. Both the beard and the, whatever kind of Viking thing we have going on back there. Mm-hmm. Thank you. We're gonna get that cut immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chet Walters does his rounds. I officially hate Microsoft every fiber of my being. I knew I should have ignored those damn updates. Samuel said, I heard mustard gas was a war crime. Who's just letting it loose in the sky? Yeah, that's... Oh, wow. Shit is orange. Attention passengers, this is your pilot. You're not going to believe this, but I believe nuclear Armageddon has befallen us. Either that, or it's a beautiful sunset. Take to the windows, folks. What you're seeing right now is magnificent, unless it's Soviet inflicted.
Generic 7 Tango Lima climb and maintain flight level 190. United 614, contact Denver Center on 132.1. Good day.
He's a proper Viking. He is.
Going to
That's what concerns me.
1 United 614.
That is
Denver
what
Center
concerns
United
me.
614 flight level 300.
United 614, Denver Center. Continue to FICLA as planned.
Samuel with the audit. But if you're doing that, it should be 450,323. You can't forget the 18 mile per hour from how fast the Earth moves around the sun, which only adds to our speed, right? At least for some of the time when it's heading the same direction, maybe. And so, I mean, our speed just keeps on going up, if one asks me. That's how badly Windows has effed up my system. That's no good. Not a good thing. Oh, wow. What we're flying over there. I don't see much in the way of points of interest. And even the ones I see, it's not giving me a prompt. So I wonder where the hell we are. Take a look at our in-flight screen. Not really, but let's just do this. Jeez, man. Oh wow, we're finally passing waypoint Thikla. We don't start descending until Exile, although I'll probably do it at FBR. I know somewhere around here we'll be making a left turn. We'll be coming into Salt Lake City from the north. Somewhere around there, it wants me down at 6,000 feet. We're at 30,000, so I'd rather be low early than late, because I've done that before. And in fact, in the Beechcraft anyways, the one time I did that, I did not have enough fuel for a go-round. Or for a hover-round. But luckily, in the case of the latter, a hover-round doesn't require fuel. You actually charge it. So I had my hover-round, but I didn't have enough fuel for the plane. And so the plane crashed. So not even a hover-round could save me at that point. Cool story. But yeah, he is a proper Viking. You're not wrong. But you need to add or subtract 1,000 miles per hour for the way the Earth is spinning. Well, now this is just getting out of hand. Well, it wasn't before. Now it is. It's just too much math. Rollins Municipal, Harvey Field. And there is an airport in Carbon County, Wyoming. So we are over Wyoming right now. I've got the number here for the airport in question. I can call them. Tell them I'm doing a flight sim. And we're flying over them right now. Just to see if they share in the excitement. Hell, maybe I'll ask them if they've seen Billy Joe and the Outlaws. Doubt they have. I doubt it. Maybe except for like one eccentric, he's gonna be like, oh, one with Linda Cartman. And I would lock eyes with him, except that we'd be over the radio. So I wouldn't. I'm gonna leave it in co-pilot mode for a second. While I go grab a little bit of a puff of a tobacco stick. It must be zoomed out all the way still. About 160 miles, and that might begin our descent. Maybe a little sooner. Because, like, yeah, compared to the beach, that's all, folks. Compared to the Beechcraft, my goodness, we are covering some ground. But yeah, again, I probably put it too long.
United 614. Salt Lake Center United 614 flight level 300. United 614
Wow.
Salt Lake Center. Continue to Oscar Charlie Sierra as planned.
Okay, so we're already getting transmissions from Salt Lake City. It's honestly earlier than I expected, but I guess there's not much out this way.
614 contact Salt Lake Center on 128.35. Good day. 128.35 United 614. Salt Lake Center United 614 flight level 300.
Okay, yep. Gonna run back and use the facilities. That's a really good idea, Samuel. He says, did you remember to bring the s'mores stuff? So if we crash, it won't be all bad because we can use the fire the plane starts to make s'mores. And yeah, I think not only that, but if we brought enough marshmallow, it could absorb some of the impact. I think that would be exciting and new, and kind of an innovative strategy, and a delicious one at that, to help ensure passenger safety. I farted. Gotta get out of this cabin. Or I gas the co-pilot. There we go. Zero says, I think from now on, I'm going to permanently block all Windows updates forever. This is the worst experience I've ever had from an update. Ouch. It's no good, man. That is not good. What is this tall one? I don't understand that point of interest compared to the other ones that are super short. What's it mean? I wonder if we have cabin lights on. I bet we do, even though it's not illuminated. Well, we definitely do now. Or, at least I think. Is it darker in here? I think it's darker. I think we turned them off. Playful games, that's all, Lydia. Rock Springs, Sweetwater County. City in Wyoming, okay. Yeah. Just want to open up the window, really. For a second, those look like pills. I was gonna say, now that is probably accurate. No, put those on. Well, we're losing the sun. That's kind of what I wanted for this fight. After all, we want to do.
Decimal tree, Flight United 614. Salt Lake Center United 614, flight level tree 00.
Do I have them turned down all the way or something? I think I do. Yep. That should do. Be nice to be able to hear Salt Lake City on the way in. Intergalactic Spaceport Airport? Okay, what? GTR Green River Intergalactic Spaceport Airport. What? Okay, so the Greater Green River Intergalactic Spaceport is a small public-use airstrip about 5 miles south of Green River, Wyoming, on a mountain known as South Hill. It opened in 1963. What's with the intergalactic bit?
Delta 1639er, have the traffic.
There's a little something about it.
Delta 3909er, contact Salt Lake Center on 128.35.
This UFO landing strip was created by a charitable Wyoming city that was worried about residents of Jupiter. Naturally. Consisting of little more than a dirt landing strip marked by raggedy windsock, the Greater Green River Intergalactic Spaceport in the northern part of Green River, Wyoming, has been courting alien visitors since the mid-90s. In '94, NASA learned that Jupiter was in some danger of being hit by a number of errant fragments from the Shoemaker-Levy 9 comet. The impacts were of great interest to the scientific community, but since the gas giant has never been thought to harbor intelligent life, the disaster seemed to be mostly academic. However, a lack of evidence of sentient life on Jupiter did not deter the city planners of Green River, Wyoming, who embraced America's heritage as a refuge for the poor and huddled masses by making ready for any potential Jovian refugees. We don't want to crash here. Don't want to put down here. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Samuel says, and don't forget to let everyone know to put down the tray tables and take off their seatbelts for the landing. Right. I think that's the way it goes. And unsecure things that are in the overhead compartments. Samuel says, I'm waiting for the for the Star Wars theme to play as you fly over that. That is bizarre. Huh. Very strange indeed.
United 614 descend and maintain flight level 220.
Roger that. That
Descend
came
and
earlier
maintain
than
flight level
expected.
220 United 614.
Shit. Yep. Here's a fix. Okay, wait. I don't know if you noticed, but as I was trying to change that, the name tooltips, description tooltips, I think is it. Apply and save. I've experienced this before. This should bring it back. What did they want us at? 22,000, I think. Okay, so that fixed it. I'm gonna go back into there and turn that off because I really don't like those to be on. But you know, if you got to turn them on to fix that, then so be it. Let's see if our instrument troubles have subsided.
United 614, please expedite your descent flight level 220.
I mean, shit, lady, we might as well just... I don't know. I don't know what land is above sea level here, but... Why are we getting more RPMs now? We are descending, though, at a pretty good rate. Let's see where we are on our flight plan. Oh, shit. About 80 miles out from Exile. I'm surprised they're bringing this down already. That, I don't think that's congruent with our actual flight plan, but I might be wrong. Okay. That's all over the place, so... I guess FBR is where we're at now. Yeah, we're just creeping up faster than I anticipated. We've sure gone over our hour and 49-minute estimated flight time. You know, even with all that time on the ground included. Why are we banking to the left? I guess that's in between FBR and Exile. We're 26,000 feet and descending. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are beginning our approach, our descent rather, towards Salt Lake City. As you may have noticed, I've turned on the no smoking signs and the seatbelt signs. So it is advised,
Contact Salt Lake Center on 127.7. Good day.
Keep your asses in the seats.
127.7 for United 614. Salt Lake Center United 614 is at flight level 250, descending flight level 220.
United 614 Salt Lake Center, continue to Exile as planned.
Could you tell me how something could live on a gas giant? You know, the things that don't have land or water. Right. Thank God I finally got back into BIOS. I had to unplug everything from my system to get it to let me back into the BIOS, but this means there's hope for me recovering my system. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna pee real quick while we're descending here. We're almost at 22. Put it in co-pilot mode, be right back.
United 614, you are 69er miles northeast. Descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 16 left approach via Weber transition. Cleared to Weber. United 614, descend and maintain 11,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 16 left approach via Weber transition. Cleared to Weber United 614.
United 614, please expedite your descent 11,000 feet.
Roger that. Descending 11,000 feet. Let's just do 10. And we'll descend at a rate of 2,000 feet per minute. That's what I believe we're doing. Anyways, passengers, as I was saying, please remain seated. No more milling about the cabin. We are beginning our descent into Salt Lake City. About to do a comparison. See if those cabin lights really are on. Oh, now they're off.
To climb and maintain flight level 290.
Attention passengers, sorry about that. Well, where the lights went off there, seem to be having power shortages all about the plane. It is something to be mildly concerned about, but I'd ask you to sit back, try to keep any chaos to a minimum as we figure this out up here. Check my quick reference. Let's bring her down to 230 knots. Slow this puppy's roll. And that's just what we're doing. It's a good deal. Attention passengers, this is your captain once again. As stated, we'll be landing in Salt Lake City, Utah within the half hour. The weather there is currently 58 degrees with a 10 mile per hour slight wind coming out of the southeast. Altogether, it looks clear out there, so you can expect a lovely night as a reception when we touch down. There. Goodbye. Thanks. So earlier in that flight, I think that was just the sunset, not a nuke blowing up. Also, yeah, passengers be advised, we've got an update on the nuclear holocaust. It was actually
United
just the sunset.
614, contact Salt Lake Center on 135.775. Good day.
We're at 14,000.
135.775 for United 614.
Once we get to the
Salt Lake
threshold
Center
of
United
10,000,
614 is at 14,600 feet, descending 11,000 feet.
United
We're going down
614,
to
Salt
10.
Lake Center
Don't
altimeter
tell them that, though.
30.01. Continue to Weber as planned.
Woo, 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 woo.
126.25 for Southwest 556.
Come on, nose up, nose up, nose up. Nose up.
2,500.
Salt Lake Center, Southwest 556, 16,100 feet.
2,000.
Southwest 556, Salt Lake Center altimeter 29.98. Continue to RRYY as planned. Southwest 556, you are 22 miles east. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 16 right approach via Oscar Golf Delta transition. Clear to Oscar Golf Delta. Southwest 556 descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
Sorry about that. I did break us out of autopilot there for a second. Our speed should be slowing. I noticed that it didn't get under 260, but that's because we're descending.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 16 right approach via Oscar Golf Delta transition. Clear to Oscar Golf Delta Southwest 556.
Jesus.
Southwest 556, contact Salt Lake approach on 126.25. Good day. .25 for Southwest 556.
We're gonna be making this turn soon. We're a lot lower
United
than...
614, you are 1,000 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 11,000 feet altimeter 29.98.
Is that a fucking mountain?
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet United 614.
Shit. Alright, we're climbing again. That is a mountain. We gotta expedite our climb. I don't want to take manual control. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we weren't as low as I thought. We were still pretty damn low. Wow, okay, so this is not a great approach. I swear, she told me to go down to 9,000 feet. Then next thing I know, it's like, oops, back up to 11. I just do not like the way these mountaintops look. So why are we going in for a closer inspection? I don't know. Okay. Pretty soon we'll be turning off to the left. I see an airport over there. So once we're clear of these mountains, we're going to want to drop to 9,000 feet again. Let's go ahead and get some stuff out of the way in terms of like our landing configuration. Get the landing lights on. Takeoff lights. There's our big turn. Are we at 230? Yes, good deal. Let's try to drop that even further. Let's go down to 210. 200 actually.
500.
It's good enough. 201. Let's go ahead and engage flaps to 1. Put our auto brakes on low. What? Alright, we gotta start descending. I haven't heard from ATC, but we just do. I head down to 6,000 feet, or thereabouts.
United 614, contact Salt Lake approach on 121.1. Good day.
121.1 for United 614. Salt Lake approach United 614 is at 10,800 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
We're not climbing
United
anymore.
614 Salt Lake approach altimeter 30.04. Continue to Erin as planned.
Yeah, to be clear, we are... Yeah, we're descending. We got to descend pretty rapidly. Let's activate landing system, landing sequence, I should say. Get this on landing sequence. Oh yeah, hit the localizer. Nice, nice, okay, we've got the localizer. Then we just got to hit the proper altitude, and I'm hoping we're lower, as we want to catch the glide slope. At 6,000 feet should be safe. Let's turn terrain on, so we can see what the hell we're flying over. Dude! Look at that. That's kind of terrifying. Who knew? Salt Lake City is kind of a nightmare. I want to catch the glide slope, but I don't even see the indicator for it yet. What's our speed? 200. We're going to bring flaps down again. And I believe we can go... Nope, that's as far as we can take the flaps. Yeah, we'll fix that. We're fixing it now. We'll take our speed down to about 160.
United 614, climb and maintain 9,000 feet.
9,000?
Climb and maintain 9,000 feet, United 614.
I think we've got the runway in sight. It's not that one. Way up there. way up ahead, and sorry, chat. Kinda, you know how it goes during landing. What is that? Yeah, let's go ahead and lower our landing gear. Looking for those green lights. And we got triple green. Check our elevation. So we're 1,200 feet, 1,210 feet over ground. You know, above sea level we're 5,940. But that little green one right there in the middle, that's the one I want to keep an eye on, because that's the actual elevation here. We should be picking up the glide slope soon. And it's funny, it's like we've lost our localizer. But I think autopilot still knows what it's doing. It's going to recapture the localizer. It's provided autopilot's on. And it is. Still 1,500 feet above the ground.
United 614 climb and maintain 7,500 feet.
It's not happening, sister. I'm sorry.
Climb and maintain 7,500 feet, United 614.
It'll happen if the ground jumps up at me. Then I'll do that. But no, we're coming in for a landing. We're going to maintain 6,000 feet. We're going to find that damn glide slope too. That's a mess. I got to forget about the elevation. So we're flying low. We're going to catch the glide slope pretty late. We're going to slow us down even more to 140 knots. Nope, that feels faster. Whoops. Alright, things are good. This little, the purple diamond is hugging that yellow line. And that's a plus. But what we need is the purple diamond on the right side of the altimeter to, we need it to work down. Right now it's telling us the glide slope is above us. We know that, but we also know that the glide slope only goes one direction and it's down. And so it will come to us. We don't have to climb and find it. That's too clumsy. We still got good clearance above the ground. Probably not for like the FAA, but for our purposes, yes.
Salt Lake Tower United 6141 3 miles north inbound ILS runway 16 left approach.
United 614 Salt Lake Tower. Altimeter 30.02 wind 134 at 4. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
That's still primed.
Salt Lake Tower United 614 inbound ILS runway 16 left approach.
United 614 Salt Lake Tower. Altimeter 30.02 wind 138 at 4.
30.02.
Runway 16 left approach.
Salt Lake Tower United 614 inbound ILS runway 16 left approach.
United 614 Salt Lake Tower. Altimeter 30.01 wind 138 at 4. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
Whoa, there's the Great Salt Lake. That's never been, so that's a lot bigger than I anticipated, to be honest. That's like one of the Great Lakes. Maybe a little smaller, but this, yeah. See why they call it great. Because it's big. Come on, glide slope. What is our speed at? 140. Does that mean we can extend full flaps? I think it sure does mean that. Okay, great. we go. We got full flaps. We got our speed brakes armed. Got our auto brake set to low. Landing gear down. All the lights are in the right configuration. Just waiting for that glide slope. But boy, that runway is coming up quick. Too scared to turn on the elevation thing. Really, it was just the approach that was kind of shady, you know? But hell, I chose the approach. I didn't realize the mountains were right there. We're going to catch our glide slope here in a second. I can better do this from the co-pilot's perspective.
United 614
And we just caught it. We'll click approach.
Caution the generic landing runway 17. Clear to land runway 16 left.
Clear to land runway 16 left United 614.
This is it. I only have to worry about the the actual landing. But in terms of our landing sequence, everything went well. Except for those mountains. That I didn't like. But as it stands, I think we're going to pull this off. Speed's good. About 800 feet above the ground. Rate of descent looks good. I'm just eyeballing it, but remember those problems we had with reverse thrusters when we were taking off. I hope they're not as bad, because I'm going to need them. Easy, easy.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Holy shit.
614 contact ground on 121.9er.
Oh no.
Going to 121.9er.
You're gonna think I'm just blaming whatever, but the wind is pushing us to the left like crazy. Which is why we're not exactly on the runway. Why isn't it turning me? Why isn't it turning me to the right? I don't know what the problem here is, but that was weird. There's something wrong with the rudder. But it's trimmed even. Alright, let me give her a little thrust. Yeah, we kind of went off the left side of the runway there. And my right rudder is not doing anything. So, we can make left turns. Cannot make right turns. Let me try something. Let's shut off autopilot and all that. Oh, it's off. Get rid of the localizer, get rid of the flight director and landing sequence. And I'll see if that, I don't know why it would do anything to fix my rudder, but it did. It did. I wonder why that was happening. Something with the flight director or something was making it so we could not... I mean, on landing, that was terrible. I just don't know... I don't know if I'm expected to shut the FD off, like, right when we touch down. Did I fail to shut off autopilot? And then maybe my pressing on stuff disengaged it. I don't know. All I do know is I'd like to work my way back to the runway and find out where they want this this flight to, where they want it to go. Oh man, that was terrible. And such a, I don't know, I was really happy with the approach. Really happy with it. There's our runway. Yes, we can still trim to the left or to the right. Alrighty, Samuel, be well. Thanks for flying, my friend. I think this will be our exit right up here. Now, we'll see if they'll help us out with, whoops, the taxiing to the gates.
Salt Lake Ground United 614 request taxi to the gate.
United 614 taxi to gate Golf 8 via taxiway Hotel 4 Hotel.
Taxiing to gate Golf 8 using taxiway hotel for Hotel United 614.
Southwest 556, hold position, caution, other traffic.
And that other traffic is us. Definitely use caution. We'll bite you.
Hold position, Southwest 556.
Shit, give this a wide berth and honestly, some of these lights. What is this car doing? I'm gonna get you. Coming to get you. Or not. Not coming to get you. Should have my taxi lights on.
United 614, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Yeah, okay.
Hold position United 614.
We saw him, he got by
United
already.
614, continue taxi.
Roger United 614.
United
There's
614,
G8.
position caution, other traffic.
There's our guy.
United 614, continue taxi.
Roger, United 614.
One more. Right through the truck. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. A bit of a bumpy landing there as we came in on a... You see, what happened was, whoever dealt with the rudder control made it rudderless, so we couldn't turn to the right, and that was a problem. But we got it worked out after ending up in the grass. Now we're actually at a gate. I hope, other than that, and the fear of running into a mountain, you had a pleasant flight. And certainly I hope you enjoyed your movie. Again, that is, what is it? Bobby Joe and the Outlaws. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. On behalf of the flight crew and on behalf of the airline as a whole, I want to thank you. I know that sometimes it can be difficult to choose your carrier, but we are confident that you chose the right one. And as always, we appreciate you flying with us. Please join us next time when it will be Salt Lake City to God knows where. Probably somewhere on the West Coast. Would make sense. Got external power on. Okay, we're good. Engines are off. Alright. Holy molies. Let's turn some of these fucking lights off since we're blinding the guy with the flags. Never did turn that to taxi, oh well. And let's make sure our passengers are getting out of here okay. Looks like they can. It's dark. Pete, it's dark. And so there you have it. We made it. Just barely. Just barely. Anyhow. Let's look at total flight time was 3 hours. So we went like an hour and 11 minutes longer than expected. Quite the delay there. I can't imagine customers are happy. Guess we can get rid of our flaps. We did that. Track the speed brakes. Yeah. And I think other than that, we are good.
Roger, SkyWest 3326.
Well, it was a successful flight. I do just wish the landing went a little better. I will say I was worried about how long the flight would take, but then that last leg of it really crept up on me super quick. In fact, I was very surprised when they said, you know, flight 614 descend to 22,000. I kind of thought, isn't that a little premature? But in the end, we got down okay. You know, trying to think about what happened during the landing in terms of slipping off the runway to the left. I mean, it's that rudder control and whatever was sitting there preventing the rudder from turning to the right. I don't know. I think it may have been the autopilot because I don't remember disconnecting it. So I think I just kept it on. And then maybe it disconnected by itself because I was jerking the controls around once we were on the ground. That said, when I disabled the flight director, that's what seemed to do it. So that's something I'll keep in mind for the next flight. I want to thank everybody that stopped by tonight. Samuel, Zero, God King Zul, Beezer, Caspa, Draco, and anybody that may have been a stowaway on tonight's flight. You as well. I appreciate you. So yeah, join me in the next one. We'll be going to go see the Pacific for another relaxing and hopefully non-catastrophic flight. As always, this is Automatic for Automatic Games. If you like this, there's a button for that. If you subscribe to this sort of thing, there's a button for that too. Talk to you soon. Good night, and thanks for flying. City lights, them city girls be hot as fuck, and there's nothing else a country boy can do. It's beautiful.